Parshat Bamidbar describes the travels of the Jewish people and recounts the travels of the Jewish people during the course of their time in the desert. But the Torah at the very beginning of this week's parsha says, how exactly will the Jewish people travel? What will be the signs, the various indicators that will allow them to have a certain amount of hope and trust to be able to surge forward in a lost, barren, and potentially dangerous place such as the desert? And the answer is, the Torah says every single tribe will travel according to a degel, a flag. That flag will be ascribed and maintain its specific characteristic, color, and sign for every single tribe. Every tribe will have their own flag that they will travel according to. And the message is very, very clear. When a person is lost, when a person feels isolated, when a person feels alone and deserted, they need to have a flag. They need to have a purpose, a sign, an ideal, an goal, an aspiration to work towards, to follow its lead in order to assure their security in where they are, but most importantly, to ensure the security that they can maintain in themselves. And this is a very, very important lesson for us to learn, because what's interesting is that degel, if you change the letters around, degel means flag, but degel can also be dileg. Dileg means to skip over. If a person doesn't have a purpose in this world, doesn't have that with which to believe in, that with which to subscribe to, that direction that's provided for them, they can be dileg. They can be skipped over and forget who they are and what they potentially can represent. But if they do subscribe to a degel, to a banner, to a sign, to an ideology, then they can have the other word that is formed from the three letters Dalid Lamed Gimel, or Dalid Gimel Lamed Degel, and it becomes Gadal. Gimel Dalid Lamed. Gadal means to grow, to be big, to be able to develop. Only then can a person develop in their character when they feel a part of a people, a part of a purpose, and resonate with an ideal that they are striving towards. When someone is suffering from mental health, or they feel isolated, alone, challenged, they feel like they are deserted in the state of a desert, it is so important for them to remind that there are a degel, there are flags, there are purposes out there that they can subscribe to, that they can find reason for living, for continuing, and for embracing a certain mission. And ultimately, embracing that mission will allow them to gadal, ligdol, to grow into a greater person, and indeed to contribute to this world in their own way, as every person has the potential to do. This is something that our dear Gila always reminded people of. She saw people for their internals. She saw every person for the purpose that they can bring to the table, for what they are, who they are, what they represent, and indeed how they can enhance this world. So should we. This is the Torah way, the way we open this week's parsha. It is the parsha's way. It is the Jewish way, and it always will remain the Gila way. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you once again for joining us. Please remember to consider subscribing to the page below and send me your comments. I will get back to you. Have a great day.